are in good hands. I'm talking about Jason Struble a little bit later. I'm going to talk a little bit more deeper, but I think I don't see anyone in the chat who mentioned to me in the last 6 months Jason Struble is going to be an amazing, great player in NHL. He's going to be a top players, and for me, he's earning everything right now because he deserves it. He reward the way he play. Yesterday, he played a 20-minute for the first time with the Montreal Canadiens. He was used on the PK. It was used in the last 3 minutes of the game one. The Montreal was tied the game 3-3. He was used in overtime over Justin Barron. Just give you an idea how they really believe on him. You give him more, he get better. And that's for me is consistency is really one for come to my mind when we talk about Struble. Martin, we talk all the time about searching the consistency. Is one of them. He's really reached that level with the Montreal Canadiens. You talk about consistency, and we have to talk about Samuel Montembeault. Finishing my point of view about any good hands, maybe the future of Montreal Canadiens. If you talk about Samuel Montembeault yesterday, what a great performance he offered to the Montreal Canadiens to keep the Montreal Canadiens in the game, and his performance, a big save again. Big save with the glove as well as third period again Panarin, and then his two big save as well over time the shootout one again Panarin, and then after that again Zibanejad, where with for me is one of the best save I never see from any goaltender since Carey Price the last couple of years, and his performance overall for Montreal Canadiens, it was excellent for the Montreal, and this is the second game back to back. Again, big team, Dallas Star and the New York Rangers, and he found a way to give a W for the Montreal Canadiens, and that's what we're looking for. Samuel Montembeault now. It's the consistency is really the word I'm talking about, and that's the reason I feel like Montreal is maybe have the goaltender they're looking for the last couple of years. Finally, finish any good hands with consistency, such consistency. Guys, about Uri Slafkovsky. I don't know what turned him is the switch on. I don't know what happening on his head, but Slafkovsky is amazing since November. Is getting better since he played with Caulfield and Zuski. Everybody looking for one thing, guys. Looking only about how many goals, how many assists. But the detail of his game is gained at the next level. And the reason he got the first overall pick is because the details of the game. He is more physical this year. He have a better vision this year. He's a little bit more confident. Is it perfect? It's not. But what we like is his consistency. Game after game, he can continue to improve his defensive zone coverage. At the point, I would say Martin said, you should use him on PK. That's how confident I am. I'm going to show to you guys a play he did yesterday. Again, the New York Rangers. Nobody pay attention about that. Is a goal of Brennan Gallagher. Here we go. Watch this play right there. He's going to turn his stick, guys, reverse. Look the pass he did from his back.
Wow. That's crazy.
He did. And that play, guy, opened up the finishing of the goal of the Montreal Canadiens on that play. So just give you an idea of how he is more confidence. This one, guys, is the end of the game. He's on the ice at 3 versus 3. He's going to fight the puck battle with Struble. We talk about a 6'3". This is the same guy who hurt him last year. What we like for Slafkovsky this year is consistency to improve himself. He's going to be in the corner right now. Try to get a puck right there. Battle with Struble. Right now, he's going to get hit, right? But his biggest thing for him is to return the puck to his teammate behind the net. Because of that play, guys, Caulfield have almost a chance to score. Zuski is going to recover the puck behind the net, and that's continues to play on this game at the end of the game. And that's the reason why, for me, Slafkovsky guy, he become one important player for the Montreal Canadiens for his development and about his place in the beginning. And we are in the good hands. We have a great goaltender. We have a great defenseman. And we have a good forward. And searching consistency is the biggest word for Martin Saint-Louis. And that's the reason my headline of tonight. So I would like to hear a little bit for each one of you. And after.
Yeah, for sure. You brought up some excellent points there, Coach. I think what he's also doing, first of all, they didn't throw him into this situation. They realized that the confidence was not there for quite some time, and he needed to, obviously, to build up on that confidence. And it's starting to come through now, and that's why they're entrusting him with greater responsibilities in different game type situations. But for me, what I'm seeing the most is he gets into those dirty areas, and he's creating room for guys like Suzuki and Caulfield to be a little bit more creative. Now, yesterday you would say, okay, perhaps the points would invalidate it, but the opportunities that line had will validate it. And a lot of it was because of his digging in corners and getting him his body position in the right places, so that it created that extra ice for both Suzuki and Caulfield to spin their magic. So I'm really pleased as well with his progress so far. And the numbers are things that come later. Once you get to that stage and they do the right things, you'll see that his statistical numbers will improve as well.
Guys, I'm glad that I don't know if you remember the show where we debated about Slafkovsky earlier in the beginning of the year, and you guys were concerned, like you want to, you'd be disappointed that if you can't have a first overall pick that just isn't good at one-timers. And I was trying to tell you guys, like, his superpower is going to be winning battles down low and doing creative plays down low, and that's what we're seeing, right? Like, that's really kind of what we're seeing out of him now. Coach, is another highlight that you missed too. In the overtime, he only came on for the last, I think 20 seconds of the overtime, but he saved a goal right at the end, like before, and then he went up and he forechecked and got a power play for the Habs. So in 25 seconds on the ice, he saved a goal right at the tip of right in front of Montembeault. I forget whose stick he lifted, but it was right there. It was almost like an open net, and then he goes and gets a power play for Montreal with like 17 seconds left. So yeah, I've talked about Slafkovsky. You guys know how I feel about him. So I agree. The consistency is probably what's the most impressive in that. And now the next phase here is for him to have we talked about this at the beginning of the year with Slafkovsky. It's processing speed. It's not his hockey IQ. It's not his skills. It's the processing speed, right? So the processing speed in terms of winning those battles, his RAM in his computer brain has learned that now. So now the next phase is for him to learn how much time he has in the slot to get his shots away. That's the next thing, right?
And you should say that, Marco, because in today's practice, that's exactly what Martin St. Louis had him doing. He had him at the circle, and he was taking one-timers from the entry pass, either from the defenseman or from somebody in the center of the ice, and he was converting on those. So that's good to see.
The practice that I would want them to see is not one-timers necessarily. I would want them to pass pucks to him and then have somebody with a stick there, and don't even aim. I just want him to get the puck off fast. Just shoot it quick. Just get it off your stick. Get it off your stick. He just needs to get those to the net. He doesn't need, like, he's always trying to do the Matthews, like kind of like like change the drag wrist shot where you change the angle and bring it closer and then get the perfect wrist shot. Just get it on and off your stick right away. Just get that, and then you can start kind of refining your wrist shot. But that will come, guys. When it comes to Struble, I think the key thing there, I think you nailed it, Coach. For him, not only, like, the key to his consistency is exactly what I was saying about Lane Hudson before, right? He came in and he had the right approach in how he won his time. He's smart. Any young player that's coming onto an NHL team, if you want to get more ice time, and remember, guys, Dominique Ducharme used to say this all the time, right? When I play a 3 of clubs, I want to know it's a 3 of clubs. When I play a king of diamonds, I want to know it's a king of diamonds. To earn ice time and the trust of your coaching staff, you have to prove that you are a dependable and known commodity on the ice. They have to know exactly what they're going to get when they put you on the ice. And that's exactly what Struble does. He plays the game in a very predictable way, and he plays in a very simple way. He's not trying to complicate the game overly and put himself in trouble.
Calm,
right?
Marco. Calm.
So calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poise. He has poise.
Thank you to watching another Habs Nation video. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the channel, and finally let us a comment about this video. And remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wishes you an amazing, great, and blessing day.